Hello everyone, welcome back again to part 3 of chapter 5, multiples and factors. So today's learning objectives are divisibility rules. You have already revised divisibility rules before your UT1. So let's revise the divisibility rules again. Divisibility by 2. As you all know, if the number ends with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, then it is divisible by 2. It is a very easy rule, already studied in your lower classes as well. For example, 28, 54 and 96. So 28, the unit place is 8. In 54, the unit place is 4. And in 96, the unit place is 6. So they end with 8, 4 and 6 respectively. Therefore, all these three numbers are divisible by 2. So this is how you can check any number if it is divisible by 2 or not. Next is a divisibility test of 3. So how are we gonna do this? We need to find out the sum of the digits, right? If the sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the complete number is divisible by 3. Let's take up an example, 429. So there are 3 digits, 4, 2 and 9. So let's find out the sum of the number. As you can see, 4 plus 2 plus 9 is equal to 15. And let us check the sum now. If the sum is divisible by 3, so 15 is exactly divisible by 3. It gives us the quotient 5. So as 15 is divisible by 3, so it shows us that 429 is also divisible by 3. So remember the rule, sum of the digits of a number should be divisible by 3. Next is the divisibility by 4. This is again one of the easy rule. So what we have to do here is we just have to see the last 2 digits of the number. Right, so if the last 2 digits of any number are divisible by 4, then the complete number is divisible by 4. Let's take up an easy example again, 628. So we have to focus only on the last 2 digits. Here the last 2 digits are 28, and if you divide 28 by 4, it is exactly divisible by 4, which gives us the quotient 7. So hence 628 is also divisible by 4. If it happens like we get some remainder and the number is not completely divisible, means the last 2 digits are not completely divisible by 4, then the complete number will also be not divisible by 4. So all these divisibility rules of 2, 3, 4 and more we will learn later on. All these divisibility rules are valid for the smaller numbers also and for the large numbers also. Divisibility by 5, one of the easiest. If the last digit or the ones place of a number is 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. For example, 95 ends with 5. So it is divisible by 5. 680 ends with 0. Therefore, 680 is also divisible by 5. So you can think of any other number like 33. 33 ends with 3. So the last place is neither 5 nor 0. So 33 is not divisible by 5. So this is how we check the divisibility rule of 5. Let us study the divisibility by 6 now. Now, for checking the divisibility by 6, we have to check the divisibility by 2 numbers, that is 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then the number is divisible by 6. If by chance the number is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3, then it will not be divisible by 6. Like if either of the divisibility rules fails, then it will not be divisible by 6. So both the divisibility, that is by 2 and by 3, should be true for checking the divisibility by 6. So let's take a small example, 246. So first of all, let's check the divisibility by 2. Since 246 have 6 as the last digit and 6 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. Now let's check the divisibility by 3. If you remember, sum of digits, right? So sum of digits, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 gives you 12, and 12 is divisible by 3, right? It gives us remainder 0 and quotient as 4 if you divide 12 by 3. So it is divisible by 3 also. So here we have checked both the divisibility rules, that is by 2 and 3, and both comes out to be true. 246 is divisible by 2 also, and 246 is divisible by 3 also. So this shows that 246 is divisible by 6 also. So this is how we check the divisibility by 6. Next is the divisibility by 8. Much similar to the divisibility by 4. A number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by its last 3 digits is divisible by 8. So here what you have to do is you have to focus on the last 3 digits of a number. Only last 3 digits of a number, rest just ignore the rest of the digits. So here the example is 2544. So let's focus on the last 3 digits, that are 544. So let's divide it by 8. In the rough side you can divide it by 8 by proper standard method of division. So we see that it is completely divisible by 8, and we get the quotient 68 and the remainder as 0. So since 544 is divisible by 8, the complete number is divisible by 8. So you can practice, or you can just cross check this rule with the examples that are coming in your mind, and you can do this way to see the divisibility by 8. Divisibility by 9. So it is much more similar to the divisibility rule of 3 that we already studied. It is almost same. The number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. So again we have to find out the sum of all the digits. If the sum is divisible by 9, the complete number will be divisible by 9. Here we have an example, 42,471. So it's a large number. So let's find out the sum of the digits, that is 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 1 gives us 18. And all of you know that 18 is divisible by 9. Therefore, the complete number 42,471 is divisible by 9. Divisibility by 10. A number is divisible by 10 if it ends with 0. So we only have to see the last digit. If it is 0, then it is divisible by 10. If it is not 0, then it is not divisible by 10. One of the easiest. So let's see the example. 1570, the last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 10. So 1570 is divisible by 10. Let's talk of another example. For example, 752. So it ends with 2, so it is not divisible by 10. So this is how we check the divisibility by 10. Hope you understood all the divisibility rules. We will discuss your doubts in the virtual session. Learn the divisibility rules. This will help you a lot for solving the questions. Thank you.